gotten a lot of really great fashion in the past couple months, especially specifically this summer from celebrities, and I thought it'd be kind of fun if we went through them. Is that okay? Is that okay if I tell you what stuff that I really liked? I don't need your permission. We're gonna do it anyways, okay? We're starting off strong with Zendaya, who is on a press tour for the Odyssey. It's just kicked off, and we're seeing her do a lot of white during this press tour. I think just to make it a strong contrast from the Spider-Man, where we saw her on the Spider-Man press tour wearing a lot of black. And I guess to make it easier for people to tell the contrast of where she's going, she's doing white instead for the Odyssey, and she's giving us a lot of looks. There's this one with the head wrap that I think is stunning. More recently, she got this Schiaparelli fresh off of the runway. It premiered on the runway that exact day, and that nighttime she was wearing it at the premiere, and she looks absolutely stunning. On this, also, we're getting Anne Hathaway, who is pregnant, and she's giving us a lot of looks. There's this all red look that is absolutely stunning, and she's wearing this really beautiful blue. I love a lot. Lupita Nyong'o, who understood that Zendaya would be on this red carpet, so she knew she had to bring her absolute best, gave us this absolutely stunning look. I mean, I would hate it if I had to do press with Zendaya and be so nervous about like what I could possibly pull out. But you know what? She's holding her own. This is absolutely stunning as well, continuously proving that she is not the one to be played with. And there actually does an outfit change and does a second red carpet walk and a second look. And she has this beautiful, stunning gown with like the leaves around the chest area that kind of remind you of like the headpieces that people wear in ancient Greece. And then having the draping on the bottom kind of look like what the robes that the Greeks wore would. Absolutely stunning moment. Perfectly done. It is currently Fashion Week in Paris, and JLo has given us a few really good looks. There's this white feathered moment with the Bermuda shorts that I think is stunning. I think it's fun. I think it's beautifully done. She also gave us this all black look that I am not too proud to say I will be recreating. I saw it and immediately screenshotted it. I said, don't you worry about it. Ordering a belt right now. Love it. Like, obsessed. This look is so good. I mean, you can hate JLo all you want, but one thing about her, she never looks bad. Like, my good sis has taste. Like, she's eating it up. Like, these looks are so good. Bad Bunny is also spotted out in Paris at a Schiaparelli show wearing Schiaparelli in usual, proving that he is not afraid of having a fashion moment. He's not afraid of taking risk. I wish more men had that were brave like that because he always looks great. This is a beautiful moment. I love yellow, so I'm a little bit biased as well, but I just think it looks so good. He's always having fun with it. I wish more men would have fun with fashion. We have Sabrina Carpenter at Paris Fashion Week. I can't explain to you what it is, but there is something about the length of this dress that makes it really obvious to me that she's tiny. Like, she looks even smaller than she usually does in this look, and I don't know what about it is. Like, it's just not a good length for someone as small as she is. What's really saving this look for me is the lace and then also the draping at the top. That to me is really good. But the most important part of this look is her hair and her makeup. It seems like she's wearing her natural hair, where you can see more of her brown roots, and it's kind of just like naturally more frizzy and not as full as we're used to. And her makeup is a lot more stripped back, that which I think makes her look a lot more interesting and less like her usual doll type. I think that the kind of more roughness around her hair and her makeup works really well with the delicateness of the lace. And I think altogether it's a great look. I just wish that the bottom of the dress was like a different length so she doesn't look so like squished in miniature. We have Cardi B at Fashion Week, which we know that she always kills. And like, we have some videos of her barely being able to walk on the stairs because the dress doesn't work. I absolutely love that Cardi B is one of the few celebrities who really is willing to commit to a fashion look, even if it's impractical. And this is a good example of that. I think this is a really cool look. I like it a lot. I absolutely hate her hair, but the rest of it to me is really stunning. Carly Kloss walks the runway at Schiaparelli, and she wears this absolutely stunning jaw-dropping piece. Like, I would literally sell off any of your grandmothers to have it. Like, I'm obsessed. I will say one thing for sure that I think is interesting is that in this era, we've let models kind of become celebrities, right? Before, where models used to be kind of this blank canvas, and now we have all of this information about them. And like, the idea of a supermodel, I think to me kind of ruins runway looks, because if I'm a celebrity and I can pull from anywhere, I'm not going to pull and wear this, even though I love it. I love it so much because a well-known person technically already wore it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like, Clary Kloss, unfortunately, is also she's a model, yes, but she's also now a celebrity, and that's the reason why this look is standing out, because it's a big deal that she's the person wearing it. So it's like, all right, well, great, now I can't wear it. Thanks so much. Obviously, as the whole world knows, because it's been shoved down our throats, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got married, and we saw some fashion looks at their wedding. Not many, because why would you waste a good fashion moment at this event? But anyways, J-Lo shows up as well. She looks beautiful, stunning. Another great moment from her. Gigi Hadid did this pink moment. That pink is really surprising to me for a wedding, especially like pink, like sparkly, like a Barbie pink is not a color I would expect to like for someone to wear as a wedding guest. But I think it really works here. I think she looks great. Camila Cabello also attended the Taylor Swift wedding. Of course, where racists gather, why would Camila Cabello be missing? She always looks really sweaty to me. Like I just can't explain to you. She just always looks moist. And this time is not an exception. But this dress is stunning. This red moment is stunning. You know, people say you shouldn't wear white to a wedding. I genuinely believe you shouldn't wear red to a wedding. Like I feel like if somebody wore a red gown to my wedding, I'd be like, how much attention do you need? Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I have something? Can you back up? But that's just me personally because I'm petty. I just don't know. I would be less offended if someone wore like a white or a beige to my wedding versus wearing a red. Like a red is very hard to look away from. Like, don't wear red to my wedding. The new actress who's playing Elle Woods in the new series on Prime Elle, her name is Lexi Mindtree, and this is the second time that she's gone to a premiere for this new Legally Blonde and has not even referenced, has just reworn something that Reese Witherspoon has worn on a red carpet before. And it's like you're starring in a reboot and you are wearing and referencing something that someone else wrote. Inspiring. What's next? Florals for spring? It's just like, my God. I keep saying the girls are not icons and they are coming out the gate uninspired and bored, and their stylists just need to be fired. In a very rare moment, another one, second one this episode, where we praise a straight man for his fashion choices, we have Tom Holland in London for a press call for the Odyssey, where he wears this little number here. And I like this a lot. I don't know. Like, I definitely think this is a woman's jacket. Like, this is the cut on this is for a woman. But I think it kind of works. Like, it looks like something that Rachel Green would have worn on Friends. And I mean that as a compliment. I like it a lot, actually. Now this look is a little bit older, but I had to screenshot it because I gasped when I saw it. Like I think this look is so good. So this is Lizzo at Cannes wearing custom Robert One. As you can see, this is what the version of it looks like when it's worn on the runway, and Lizzo had it kind of altered to fit her body type, which I like a lot. I like the idea of being like, I like the overall idea of this, but let's make it work for my body type. And I think her version works really well on her body. Between the two, though, do I prefer the original version better? I just kind of like the mesh skirt on the when it hit the runway. I kind of like that better. And I also like the dramaticness of having the neck with all of the jewelry. I understand that Lizzo didn't do that because she's a thing with the nipples instead of nipple chain, which I think is just like a really fun detail. This look to me is excellent. I also love that she left the headpiece out. I think the headpiece is a bit much and instead went for this kind of edgier haircut. I love it when celebrities remember that fashion is supposed to be art and they give us a moment that is art. And this to me is such a good moment. Probably one of Lizzo's best moments ever. Stunning, zero notes. I love it so much. And if I was a celebrity, I would get the runway version made in a different color for me to wear to a different event, because to me Lizzo made it so different that if I got it in a different color, if I got it in a yellow, ooh, that's what I would do it. I would do it in like a yellow greenish color. Oh, yes. And it's like, and I would wear that. Sorry, like this look needs a second time to go. We actually got a lot of pretty looks, surprisingly enough, from the BT Awards. We actually got, like, people actually showed up and actually looked pretty good, which usually is not the case at BT Awards. We have Doechii here in D Squared 2, which this look, crochet on a red carpet, usually I would be like, absolutely not, especially this exact cutout, which usually can really give beach cover up. But there's something about them dragging the length all the way down, paired with the hair, that yes, it looks a little bit effortless and it's fun, but it still kind of works. It still turns out, surprisingly enough, to be kind of elegant. I like it a lot. We have Eva Marcel in this look, which to me is also good, right? Like I love the color. I love the color on her skin. I also love the color with her bleach blonde cut and all of this gold jewelry. I love it a lot. I think my one complaint, if I have to have one, which yeah, I do, is that I think it's a little bit casual. Again, this is a black tie event. I think it's a little bit casual. I think it would be more fun and also more interesting to look at had she paired it with a long skirt that was the same exact color as this little dress thing that is so small that it could basically be a sweater, and kind of wore it as a sweater with a skirt. I think it'd just be more interesting to look at. But I love the shape. I love when people play with shapes. So I love the idea of that. And again, this color looks great on her. So I think it would have been nice to have just like a full monochromatic look from head to toe instead of like giving us this much leg. It's just a little bit too casual. But the dress itself, stunning, beautiful. Madison Rayan, while I'm not familiar with who she is as a person, I am familiar with game and I know it when I see it. This dress is absolutely jaw-dropping, stunning. Oh my God, one of the best dresses I've seen in forever. Like I could faint. This is so good. Probably not weather appropriate, but stunning. Who cares? Being a little hot and uncomfortable, that's only for a minute. Serving a look, that's for life. History will remember this. This is so good. It kind of reminds me a little tiny bit of Emma Chamberlain's look for the Met Gala this year. I don't know why, but that's where my mind immediately went. But this is absolutely gorgeous. No notes, like perfect. At the BET Awards again, we have Marseille Martin, and this look is really stunning to me, like very sexy to me. It's very 90s, very Aaliyah. If I had one complaint, I wish that her hair was darker. I think it looks like she's wearing the darkest shade of brown, and I wish she was wearing jet black instead, and maybe a hair with like a very much sharper layers, right? Like a sharper cut. I just think it's just a little bit edgier since the dress itself is so edgy. So I don't know why the top half went pretty. I guess to create some contrast, I think it just falls a little flat and it looks a little bit boring, and just edgier on the makeup, edgier on the hair to me would be a stunning moment. But nonetheless, a very pretty dress. I think that the hair and makeup take this very kind of gorgeous and edgy dress and kind of tone it down when she should have been doing the opposite, which is pushing the fact that the dress is so edgy and interesting to look at. But regardless, she looks really beautiful and this is a great dress. Oh, we had a second Lizzo look that we kind of forgot about, which was Lizzo at the BET Awards. It's a little bit quieter look, so kind of snuck by people, but I think still a really good look. She is wearing Christian Cohen, and this look reminds me a lot of like Victoria Monet during the Jaguar edit when she was wearing brown all the time. And this blonde hair looks absolutely stunning on her. What a perfect color on her. To me, this is a very, very good moment for Lizzo as well. Any surprising turn of events, I'm saying a sentence I've never said before, which is, oh my God, Sky Jackson, this look is phenomenal. Oh my God. Sky Jackson at the BET Awards, this to me is such a great look. As a person who is consistently complaining about how I hate when people take are dressed much too casual to formal events, I think we're having this moment, which I think is always interesting, is when someone can take an outfit and components of an outfit that are usually meant for casual events and figure out a way to make them formal. And to me, this is a great example of that being done. The blazer and skirt combo is usually not reserved for black tie events. For kind of more dressy events, yes, but not for formal black tie events. And I think that it really works here. Like this to me is stunning. I love the fringe. I love that it's playful and it's interesting. I love that the blazer has this great shape to it. I think if I was gonna complain about something, which I always am, I wish that the skirt was longer to again create the idea that it is a more formal event. And then maybe I would have the jacket be just a tiny bit tighter. But the choice to have her hair pulled back so that you can really see her whole face with this monochromatic look, to me, chef's kiss. Like this is, she looks stunning. And a very rare good moment here, Millie Bobby Brown, because it's a moment for the Enola Holmes 3 premiere for Netflix. And this dress is something that if you pulled it for me, I would hate it. But on her, I think it's stunning. I think this is probably the best thing she's ever worn. This color looks so beautiful on her skin. Like she looks phenomenal. I absolutely love the hair and like just leaving those kind of messy strands in the back to go with that very formal dress. Oh, this is stunning. I can't really put my finger on what exactly is different. Like, I don't know if maybe she got a little work done after she broke up with Shia LaBeouf. I would not be surprised. Or if she just like is doing longer hair now. She used to always do shorter hair. Her hair looks fuller and like just so much better and full of life. But also, celebrities are known for changing their hair when they get plastic surgery done, so that you can't really tell the plastic surgery. Either way, her face looks great. She looks really beautiful, and I genuinely just don't remember her being this pretty. I was like, every time I see a picture, I was like, have you haven't always looked like that? Like I would have, if you were always this pretty, I would have noticed that. But either way, Maya Goth looks absolutely stunning at the premiere of the Odyssey, I'm sorry. And she is wearing Christian Dior, and this is an absolutely stunning look. I like the contrast of seeing her in something very feminine when I feel like her and kind of, especially like with the bleached eyebrows, her kind of style itself is always a little bit edgier. So when she puts on something that's very feminine, I think again, I like the contrast of it all. I think it's really interesting to look at. At the very minimum, I think maybe I wouldn't have loved this dress on anyone else, but on her, I think it's really interesting and it's like a statement. And this is a great look to me. I like it a lot. Anyways, you guys are always complaining that I'm the meanest person on earth and all I do is talk about stuff I hate. So here you go. There was an entire video of all the looks that I loved a lot. And there was a lot of looks that I absolutely hated. And I left those off because I was trying to be a nice person. So clap for me, okay? I'm growing.